find somebody that's mentally stable?
Hang-ups, and I have it on tape.
I mean, can you not find somebody that's mentally stable?
It's a false claim. It's a false claim.
Lenny.
And I can't sit here and tolerate it. I'm going to be sued.
When you do it, it's not false. When you actually go 500 fucking miles and you won't leave her house, she's hiding in her house, and you write us saying, "Oh no, she loves me." They're just there. No, she's being controlled. She's being controlled. No, they won't. They don't want her to let her talk to me. That's nuts, dude. That borders line. That's stalking.
Even if the person has a mental disability, such as multiple personalities, you should just leave.
They're exploiting a false claim.
Donna, listen, let me hang up for a second. Donna, what's really going on is first he said the neighbors were controlling her. Now she's controlling herself not to talk to him, and now she's a nut because she's controlling herself not to talk to the man.
Okay.
She's not crazy anyway. He's brought up her court charges of when she was arrested. He's trying to manipulate her that way. This guy is a fucking nut. Okay, this guy flew 500 fucking miles to go see this woman, and basically showed up. She didn't tell him where she lived or nothing. She didn't tell him her real name. He has all the information on her now. She showed up to her house twice. The first time she's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here? I just told you not to come by my house. If you come by my house again, I'll never talk to you again." The fucker went back out again. So she said, "No, this is psycho. Leave me the fuck alone." Locked her door and hid. That's what really happened. That's really what happened. And now
there are actual live witnesses who can say the exact opposite. These people don't really know anything, and they just keep slandering.
It's cool. It's the lady you're stalking. Why wouldn't the lady you're stalking know what's going on?
You don't know what you're saying. There are actual live witnesses to what I'm saying that can validate what I'm saying.
Dude, there's an actual live witness that you're harassing. Do you realize that, sir?
You're going to stop doing it.
Do you realize that, Lenny? There's a woman
out there. Jail for it. It's persistent, and it's deliberate in its intent to harm me.
No, it's intent for you to stop harassing somebody. For you to stop talking to this poor girl.
These are false claims.
Dude, you're a future Jeffrey doctor, dude. You know that? I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if you haven't already stalked and killed people. You are a nut.
It's a pattern.
This guy is a nut.
Lenny, why are you upset with Crow?
It's mid-phrase.
Why are you upset? We hear you on that. You said that quite a bit enough times, but continuing to repeat it doesn't make it any more convincing. Now, what is your main beef with Crow?
They lie about me.
Well, we're giving you the opportunity to get the truth out. Your point of view.
Just a way to mock me some more. These people are just cruel people.
Well, I'm not mocking you. I'm just curious if they're, if you really are doing this. It's pretty sick, dude. You need help. If
I haven't done anything wrong, there are actual live witnesses to prove that.
Well, if she don't want to see you, why are you keeping?
What? Some of them are dead. I mean, what are you trying to say?
Where that goes. You see what that is?
I mean, it's like I've got a Ouija board. We can talk to the dead ones too.
It's really fun to torture people and slander them on air, but we have laws to stop that.
Oh yeah, we have got laws to stop that, and there will be stopped from Canada. You believe me? The police was here, took all your information because I'm not scared of you. I got the conversation where you actually made the video for me and sent me the link over. You done, Lenny Bruce, whoever you are done. Because you do not threaten me or my children or my family. Then you will get this real Ziggy. You know what I mean? Because you are a sick little puppy.
Ziggy, he threatened me too. He said that I'm going to hurt.
He's going to be deported for
my family.
So I don't care if I get deported, Lenny, because you're going to be ass fucked in jail. And then you will know what a real man feels like. Because you are not fair. You are a harasser. You are the lowest of the low. You know what? I'd rather have have dinner with flipping Jack the Ripper, at least then I know who I'm dealing with, because nobody knows who you dealing with you. Nobody knows who you are, Lenny. Nobody knows who you are because you're afraid of your own identity. Because even Louis B said you were done for stalking, and you were put away for 6 months for stalking another girl. Okay?
Put away for 6 months for stalking another.
So it's a pattern. It's a pattern.
Louis B said that it's public record. It's
this
public
guy's
record.
gonna go away. He's putting his nails in his own.
Notice
shit.
I don't make these kind of claims about them.
Stay informed.
I know where the line is.
And also,
Hold on.
the reason he was 6 months in prison was because his parents didn't want to bail him out. They wanted to teach him a lesson. It came out of Lenny Bruce's own mouth.
Oh,
Why he hasn't listen? If this
It's just about smearing me.
alone.
They don't really want to know what the truth is.
well, I'm asking you what the fucking truth is, Lenny, and you're dancing around it. You're just
privately if you'd like
repeating
to
the
know the
same
truth.
thing. I'm asking
speak
what
to
the
you
truth. I
privately
have
if you
no
want to know.
alliances here. I have no alliances to anybody.
I will
I'm just
speak to you
asking you what the truth is. That's all.
Like, I will speak to you privately, and I will explain the truth.
No,
I can
don't
show
don't speak to him
documentation.
privately,
Don't
please.
speak-
He
I
will
don't
get
want
into
no
your computer.
stalkers, man.
I'm not a stalker.
He will get into your
The
computer.
value of the smear is to create this cachet that I actually am a stalker, so that, well, then I don't want to hear the truth. Get it? That's a trick.
Tell us the truth.
That's a
Tell
trick.
us the truth. Tell us, okay, why is she not talking
Cachet
to you?
calling
Why
you
is she
that
not
gives
talking
them-
to you? Lenny, why is she not talking to you?
You create these problems.
Lenny, why is she?
Well, that's not answering the question.
I'm not willing to go into this on the air. I'm not willing
No.
to create
What are you
another situation.
afraid of?
more.
What are you afraid of? The
I'm
truth?
willing to explain privately, and I can show documentation of what I'm saying.
You're not going to talk to this lady what's on now. I tell you that privately. We all know what will happen. You're a manipulator, and you get into
I
people's
sure didn't do
computers.
anything of the kind.
Hold on.
It's-
Wait. I'm going to let. I want to
people.
say your name. Cons.
The most
Too traveling.
Yeah, I want him to talk. He's a licensed professional on this. So can he have a few minutes here? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak
Is that
on the
okay,
air.
Lenny?
My
Hey,
personal life,
Lenny,
I'm not
Lenny,
gonna tolerate
tell you what,
scandal.
man, I'm not a good friend of anybody here. I'm a friend of Knucklebones. So the thing is I'm not biased against any of you. And I tell you what, I'm called to ministry. I'm a fair person, and I'll give you a fair opportunity to give your argument. But I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, okay? And I'm not attacking you anyway. I was kidding around a little bit, but well, I know. And if you want to give out details, that's fine. But can I ask you a couple of questions? And I'll be fair.
Well, I'll talk to you off air. I'm not willing to talk on air.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I mean, I'm not going to ask you anything that you wouldn't be willing to say, but here's an observation that I'd make of you. If somebody, sometimes in life, because I'm an activist and I make people mad because I stand up against them, whether it's really logical or not, let me give you some practical advice. There are times when even if you're right, it doesn't really matter because some people are predisposed for whatever reason, whether you're right or whether you're wrong. There comes a point in time where you just have to accept the fact that talking to them is not going to do any good. Whether, I'm not saying you're crazy or you're not. I'm just saying if somebody says they don't want to talk to you and if they slander you and if they say things that upset you, then maybe the best thing for you to do is because they're going to do it whether you're there or not. It's like, don't be around it. Don't subject yourself to that.
These
I
people aren't
understand.
involved in slandering me. It's this Rev J and Sam and the people like that who are slandering me on air. These are uninvolved parties who are doing this.
Well, that's life, man. Let me show you something. Let me show you something really, because I do know. Let me show you that I know what I'm talking about here, because I'll give you a really good example. Here's the thing. That's life, man. That's life. Whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes people will say things about you or do things to you, whether you're right or wrong, because the person involved is their friend. I mean, they're bad people.
They don't know anything. They have not
any of these
communicated
people
with
that
her.
are
They're
friends,
just
whoever this
making
woman is,
garbage up.
not bad people. Whether you're right or wrong, whether you're crazy or sane, it's they're defending their friend. And the thing
No,
is
they're not. They're just
expectation-
exploiting the situation. They're not defending somebody. They're just making
You
it
should
up.
avoid the situation. Avoid the situation. I mean, the thing is if they're going to talk to you about you, whether you're there or not, and if there's nothing you can do about it, move
Oh,
on.
there is. I have it on tape.
The thing is life isn't fair, man. Life is not fair. I mean, I'm not trying to be unkind about it.
You can't broadcast certain things. You cannot make claims like that. There are rules.
People can't do that, and they will do that because it's human. It's human nature. I'm not saying it's right.
It's not human nature.
It's against the law. On the internet, it's not, actually. You can pretty much say what you want to about somebody on the internet.
About public figures.
You can say anything you pretty much want to on the airwaves, like on Skype and on Blog Talk. There really aren't
pretty much, you can say anything as long as it's not threatening police officers and federal agents.
The truth is,
if you're threatening to murder somebody or something like that, but even then, it's not against the law. It just means you're going to be investigated. About the only thing you really can't do on the internet is threaten the president of the United States. That's almost guaranteed that you'll get the FCC.
For public figures. There are different rules for private individuals.
No, it's not, because I've been involved in these kind of instances, Lenny. I've had the SS come to my house and interrogate me about so-called claims against, President Bush. So I know a little bit about harassment.
Public figures.
Lenny,
I know all the
public figure, right?
I've run for office a couple of times.
Hey,
he
makes videos. He makes videos. He has a internet radio show. He used to be on NFormD
I made a video to help Ziggy. That's the only video I have ever made, and it helps her.
Now, Lenny, listen to me, man. I don't have anything.
Can I just say something about the video?
No,
you took it away.
No,
you took it away, and you've been writing to people pretending to be from the Canadian government. One woman had 35 phone calls. 35 phone calls.
Lenny, all that can be proved, buddy. All that can be proved.
I have the transcript.
She called me up, and she actually written to me. She had 35 phone calls.
Identity theft.
Okay. And the only reason you got these phone numbers is because she wrote to me in that video, and I replied to her, and she gave me her phone number, and I gave her my phone number. That's how you got her phone number.
Regardless, you have threats.
This woman has done nothing but harm
you
me.
are stalking.
I am not,
sir.
You
Sir,
get that
you
word
are
out of your mind.
You are pretending to
that
be the
word has to leave your head because it is not true.
Lenny, you're pretending to be the government
Nothing
of
the
Canada.
kind is happening, and I will not tolerate it.
Then give the video back. Give the video back. Give the video back. What do you want with it? It's my story. Give the video back then.
Why
can't you give
a video.
Ziggy, we already have the video.
Ziggy,
we have the video. Let him. He can have it. He did his little
I made a video to help her out.
3,000 people you can contact. 3,000 people you can contact, and you already started that.
And Google proved it. That is identity
Well,
theft.
here's the thing, Lenny. Listen to me, okay, brother? Just listen to me. I understand. I'm an idealist, man. I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with you, but I see where you're coming from, man. There's a right and wrong in life. But the thing is,
there's right and wrong in the law.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and there's right and wrong in the law too. But the thing is, if somebody's broken the law against you, and this is my advice to every single party here: if any party here has broken the law, step up and take it to the police or shut up. If somebody is breaking the law, if they're breaking, well, hey man, I'm just calling you on the carpet here. That's what we call it here in Texas.
And that's what I'm doing.
If you're saying that somebody's broken the law, anybody here is saying somebody's broken the law. And is stalking someone, is a danger to someone else, take it to the police and stop talking about it here. Because let me tell you something, somebody's recording this and you're not telling the truth, they can use that against you.
I am recording it.
So,
of course,
you're allowed to record it, and you make such a fuss you are allowed to record it, and you make such a fuss with Rev when he didn't even record it. What's the matter with you? See? What's the matter with you? But I'm telling you now, Lenny, I spoke to a police officer yesterday, and your name is in the system.
If you don't want to be broadcast, you hang up. You don't get on a fucking radio station's Skype.
You don't smear people on the radio.
You give up a degree of a relative degree of an expectation of privacy when you come on the radio. What do you expect? With all due respect, man. What do you think? If you're going to get on live air. And you're going to have to expect that. If you're a public figure, you're going to have to expect people attacking you. It doesn't.
No.
Get off
you don't understand.
Right now and go to the police department and turn the people in and stop talking about it because any lawyer's going to tell you to do that.
Real clearly, and I'll explain to you, okay? I'll talk to you privately and explain this.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk to me about it privately, that's fine. But you need to stop talking about it publicly, brother, because if you're not whether you're telling the truth or not, any lawyer's going to tell you, get off the damn internet, excuse my language, but get off the internet and stop talking about it. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to the law enforcement instead. And stop talking about the people involved. You're only hurting your case. You're only hurting your case. I mean, the thing is right, wrong, or indifferent. If somebody has
that's what I like to explain to you privately what's actually going on.
Well, fine. Well, the thing is I'm not a person, whether I believe you or not, I'm not a person of an authority over this. You know, I mean, if you want advice, hey, I'll do that. I kind of do that anyway. But the thing is, let me tell you something. You need to get off of this right now and stop talking about it, because the thing is, I'm not a judgmental person, but the thing is if the person says that they don't want you around and they slander you and they say bad things about you,
but that's not what's happening.
They're not trying to be coy. They don't want you bothering them.
Well, what's happening?
I'm not saying that's the case.
People are exploiting the situation and smearing my name.
Unless she's a nut and you're totally sane, unless she's a nut and you're totally sane and everybody's lying except you, do yourself a favor. And I'm saying this out of love, brother. I ain't got nothing personal against you. Get off the internet. Get off of live internet radio. Stop talking about it. You want to talk to me about it? I'll certainly discuss it with you, and I'll try to help you out with it if you want. But talking to these other people, they have already decided against you. You're not going to be able to reason with them. And I can personally tell you this from experience, because I've run as a political candidate. I've had the best platform in the world, and some people, simply because I was running against their uncle, hated my guts. There's some people that just are not going to give you time. And just get a little horse sense, brother. I'm not saying you're stupid. The thing is, you are personally involved. And I'm an idealist too. I fight for what I believe in too, and I sometimes talk when I shouldn't, But the thing is the freedom of speech does give you the right to be obnoxious. But exercise your freedom to be smart and be wise and shut your mouth.
Very good, very good.
I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, but I'm telling you from personal experience. Okay, I do know what I'm talking about here. Help yourself. Shut up. And if there's a legal issue, take it to the cops. Take it to a lawyer. Stop talking about it here.
The cops. I'm going to the. We're suing.
Well, stop complaining. Man, if you aren't going to, that's the whole thing about the deal. Somebody is breaking the law.
Never help you. You have to go to the court directly.
You're not that by trying to argue with them on their show. You go to somebody's house to sit there and argue them. Give them home field advantage. Man, you're crazy. I mean, come on. I mean, at least meet somebody in a neutral site. Don't come on. I get informed. Is this your radio station?
I know. I'm not coming on to argue about this. I'm trying to.
Well, no. Informed belongs. It belongs to everybody, truthfully. Does anybody here think that I'm being unfair to Lenny here? No.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, but the thing is, you are.
No, the thing is, I'm not judging you. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying, man, you're going nowhere with this. You're just making yourself look obsessive. You are presenting yourself to be obsessive. And now let me tell you something. I'm not saying you are, but I do have a little bit of background in psychology. So the thing is, if you're not, prove that you're not obsessed. Prove that you're not stalking, and show everyone that you can control yourself right now. And breathe and give it a couple of hours and talk about it again. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else says but you. Nobody. You can't control anybody but you, brother.
Yes,
and if you don't want people thinking that you're a stalker and that you're obsessive,
it cannot be broadcast like that.
I'll give you a challenge right now. If you're a completely sane, completely normal person, I just want you to not talk about this subject, and you don't even have to log off, but just not talk about this subject for 15 minutes. That's all you have to do, and I don't think that's unreasonable. Because the thing is, if you're right,
I'm hanging up.
You can rest in that. But the thing is, if you're not an obsessive stalking kind of person, and
I'm not doing anything in the first place.
Well, anyway, I laid it at your feet, man. Hey, Inform, whoever was run this thing, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I tried to be a voice of reason. I think I was more.
What you're saying. I'm hanging up. I'm taking your advice.
Cool.
All right, thanks, man. You were a real big help. Hopefully, you got something out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what I tell you, man. Anytime that you need my help, just let me know.
Appreciate it, man. All right, well, Guys, that is, we're going to be starting up at 5 o'clock today with the Ziggy Show. I just wanted to give a special broadcast. I mean, I got the emails here saying that Crow loves him and that she can't be away from him, but she's hiding in her house. I haven't talked to Crow in the last week and a half since supposedly, I guess, he left from there, or it might not even been a week and a half, might be a week now, since he supposedly left from there. And I got the emails from him saying that I was going to pay. I was going to hurt like he was going to hurt. He's going to make me pay. So after that, I sort of left it alone and let him go about his thing. Now he has a whole new thing where it's not the next door neighbor keeping her hostage. It's her keeping her hostage. Which all of us know, if I'm trying to keep myself away from somebody, it's because I would like to stay away from somebody. That goes with anybody out here. If you don't want to be around somebody and they freak you out, you don't be around them. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't like you very much, but I can deal with you.
Not a lot of people do like me.
I mean, you're pretty nice no matter what Donna says. So, I tell you. But I don't use that kind of language, so.
Well, I know. I admit I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I don't.
I'm just kidding around, man.
Anybody slide with anything like with Donna's old man's case. I mean, that tears my heart up. All the letters, everything I've ever wrote to Alex Jones about it always gets denied, and don't say anything about me. But like I say, I have to go on stuff. That's why I go against Charlie Veach, Luke Radowski, and Craig Fitzgerald. I have proof on every one of them that they're all paid opposition. Well, Luke Radowski stole, is what it is. He stole.
Well,
Very obvious civilian that his
Hold on one second. We're getting ready for the 5 o'clock show.
of great concern to his government. What is being done? Restrict the flow.
All right, let me make sure.
And good money. The people should be made to realize the necessity for them.
Ziggy, are you on?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay, there's Amy. All right, we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3.
The TV and words being said. People are zombies under hypnosis. Make the metamorphosis by feeble forces. Wake up, go to work, make no.
All right, going live in 5, 4, 3.
And I'm sure he's listening now, to Lenny Bruce. I don't want to bring it up again, but do not contact me again. Do not use, and the people who know my story, and if anything is being said from that storyline, what I put on the radio, onto a video, and it comes from NAFTA Buster, it is not my account. Lenny Bruce, he's called on Skype, has took over the account and is sending nasty messages to everybody. So everybody who wanted to help me, I'm really, really sorry this has happened. I did not predict it would happen, but you know what? We're trying to fight a new world order, and now we have to really sift through the rubbish what we collect sometimes and sift out who's actually with us and who's actually turns against us because we don't agree with them. So, anything coming from NAFTA Buster is nothing to do with me. It's just somebody who has really some serious issues, not only with himself, but I think with a lot of other people. And that's the end of it now. Not the end of it, because this person actually has threatened myself, my family, has threatened the Inform radio show, Rev and Samantha's family, threatened us with court actions and everything like that. So Lenny Bruce, I hope you're taping this, because we all know now who you really are, okay? You have a great life, and I hope you find your calling, whatever it is, but don't destroy other people's lives while you're at it. Okay, and now I'm going to read.